The awkwardness of publicly marking the anniversary of your greatest loss. But such is the expectation, 20 years after celebrity ultimately claimed Diana's life. Her sons used the eve of to echo that painful memory, and in the lead-up, to speak openly about their youthful grief.
When you're that young and something like that happens to you, I think it's lodged in your heart and your head, and it stays there for a very, very long time. At that point, I was still, I wasn't there. I was still in shock.
Of course, little could be quite as awkward as teenagers made to walk behind their mother's coffin, trying to keep emotions in check before the eyes of millions.
I think that was the hardest thing, is that walk. It's a very long, lonely walk. But again, the sort of the balance between me being Prince William and having to do my bit versus the private William who just wanted to go into a room and cry that he'd lost his mother.
Also awkward for the princes then was the outpouring of emotion.
I was like, well, you didn't even know her. Why and how are you so upset? But now, looking back, over the last few years, I've learned to understand. There weren't many other public figures doing what she did, and so she was this ray of light in a fairly grey world.
What is it beyond the celebrity, the whole Diana drama, that keeps her top of mind for the rest even now? There's that signature public show of empathy, often since emulated and still appreciated in a routinely indifferent world.
She was a first in many ways, sort of things, and she touched so many people.
Diana was a very important person. She gave the royal family a human face.
It's relating to ordinary people on the street, and you can see that in the work that both William and Harry do. They are her living legacy.
Now, in an era of social media and mass vigils, she also endures unmistakably in how the public grieves.
I think that Diana's death marked a sea change in British society. We changed from being the stiff upper lip society to being a trembling lower lip one, where people were not afraid to emote and to cry in public, where people didn't hide their feelings.
Like her own awkward confessions to fragility, her short life revealed a people's princess deeply flawed and human, still tragically fascinating and hard to forget. Nalayed, CBC News, London.